Good morning, garden. It's a beautiful day here in Orlando, Florida, and today I want to talk to you guys about leeks, bunching onions, and chives. And I love this, anything in the Allium family. I love garlic, onions, chive, bunching onions, leeks, you name it. But I want to show you how I do it here in Central Florida. And as you can tell, I have like a whole tray, and you might be wondering why you don't put it in cells. Well, the chives and the bunching onions, I like to do the tray. And you see, I have double tray here. The one on top has holes, and the one in the bottom doesn't. So basically, what I do, I just sprinkle. By the way, all my seeds that I'm planting now, I'm getting it from Baker Creek. I love their seeds. They're very, very good. Not a sponsor, just my humble personal opinion. But you see, these seeds are very, very, very tiny. And when I mean tiny, I mean tiny. So what you want to do is you want to sprinkle them all over this tray. Don't worry about it if you put too much, because the good thing about anything like bunching onions, chive, leeks, onions, they have really, really tough roots. And when they grow to a decent size, you can come and separate them without no problem. And you can plant it anywhere in your garden. I'm gonna do some in containers. I'm gonna do some in my raised bed, and probably when I take all these weeds out of here, I will be planting some with some of my fruit trees. But basically, that's what you do. Then I like to use a fine seed star mix. So I made my own, and then I use this and I scissor through it, because when it's a little seeds, you want to give them the best chance to germinate and don't have nothing in the middle. So then I come back and I sprinkle this very lightly. And the key of this is keep it moist. And we are in the time now here in Central Florida that the temperatures are going down enough, because if it gets too hot, they won't do good. I promise you that. They don't like the heat too much. This is like a cold weather vegetables that they enjoy the cool temperature. Some of them can take frost. I believe everything that I'm planting today can take a frost. But as you can tell, I just sprinkle just a little bit on top and try to cover them as much as possible, because you want them to have contact with the soil. You don't want them to be without nothing on top. But you see, this is very, very thin compared to this one that is a regular one that I use. You see, this one has the big pieces of vermiculite. I don't want none of that. Actually, you can see the difference right here. There's a big vermiculite and the PMOS and worm casting. That's what I use for my soil mix. But let's go back to it. And then I come back and I just tap it very gently. Make sure they cover, because you want them to have a good contact with the soil. Then if I see any spot that it doesn't have enough, I come back and I put a little bit more soil. And after it's all covered and nice and tight, this is already been pre-moisture. I always pre-moist everything that I'm gonna plant my seeds. I come back with my sprayer and make sure, yeah. And then I just make sure I wet everything very, very good without being too crazy. Obviously, you don't want them to be soaking wet, but you want them to have. And I be doing this maybe every other day, just depending how the temperatures are. But that's how simple it is. And the good thing is, like, when they sprout and they get like this size, you can pull it and break it in pieces, their roots are very, very tough. So you can be, you know, you can be good about it because you don't have to worry that they're gonna be transplant shock or anything like with tomatoes or peppers or any of those vegetables that they're more sensitive when you transplant. And this one, they're tough as they can be. I'm gonna do the same here with my bunching onions, and then I'm gonna do this in a little containers, the leek. Why I'm doing the leek in these containers? Because leeks, as you can tell, they have a longer stalk. So you want to make sure you have something deeper. So the leeks I like to do in these containers, that they go a little deep. I let them grow a little longer. And then I separate them maybe a little more gentle. They're kind of like a little finicky compared to chives and bunching onions. But nothing that complicated, guys. All it takes is planning, get your seeds from a good, reputable seed company. Your soil mix, make sure it's nice, and make sure you know what is in it. And you'll be enjoying this between, I would say by February, I'll be having some of these already, and the leeks take a little longer, so it will be probably like March or something like that. As always, thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you like my content, and plant some alliums. In the allium family is delicious in cooking, so not that hard, I promise. If I can do it, you can do it. Have a great day. Go out there, do something. Nature is always gonna surprise you. I see you guys in the next video. Bye now.